I'm telling you something about the formation of bringing a star to the forefront. Normally, they start from humble means. They normally start from little small, tiny towns. They normally start from the piney woods of East Texas. Normally, they start from the dogwood trails of Palestine. Maybe they start, amen, from the West Texas plains of West Texas, amen, where tumbleweeds and cotton had their flourishes in the back in the day. Maybe, just maybe, that star would come from humble and meek means. And that just goes to show you, God can take something small and make something big out of it. See, you've been trying to make yourself big all these years, and you still a microdot on God's program. I tell you, when you give it all over to Him, I said, when you give it all over to Him, He can take nothing and make something out of it. Can I get a witness? Can you do it? Yeah. He can take a little boy's lunch. Amen. 2 little sardines and 5 little hoe cakes. I tell you, He can feed a multitude of folks. Have I got a witness? If you just give up what's in your little tight hand and give it to God in His big hand, He knows how to multiply. Have I got any witnesses in here? Amen. Sister went to church downtown Dallas First Baptist, and she would wear these little shovels around her neck. And somebody asked her one time, what them shovels mean around your neck? One is large and one real small. She did answer. She said, you know what? The little shovel is mine. And I do all I can with my little shovel. Have I got a witness? And every now and then I discover that my little shovel, amen, can do no more. But she said, now the big shovel doesn't represent me, it represents my God. Because my God can take my little shovel, amen, and transform it into a big shovel. And where I'm digging little mud holes, He comes along and digs big ditches. In other words, He digs an abundance of what I need. And when He digs it up, He just shovels it over all. And what He shovels all in my life is more than I can receive. Have I got a witness here? In other words, give your aspirations over to God. I said give them over to Him. And He can do more with it than man could ever do. Have I got a witness here? So the word says, He listens. He says, listen, these wise men, that's who He showed Himself to. In other words, He showed Himself to wise men. Yes, He did. Word says, saying, they came, where is He, born King of the Jews? We have seen His star. Have I got a witness here? Showed Himself to common men. That's what He did. Showed Himself to shepherds, keeping watch over their flock. Are y'all with me here? Now, some would argue, well, I saw it somewhere last week. Somebody put out there on the social media, where in the Bible does it say that Jesus was born in December? I said, after all these years, you still got folks, amen, hanging on gnats, swallowing camp. It doesn't say He was born in December, but what it does say that He was born. I don't hear me. In other words, don't argue, amen, the non-essential stuff. But just know that He was born. Amen. Because if He couldn't have been born, He couldn't have lived. And if He couldn't have lived, He couldn't have suffered. And if He couldn't have suffered, He couldn't have died. And if He couldn't have died, He couldn't have got up early Sunday morning. And if He didn't get up early Sunday morning, He didn't catch a cloud and that he did live. He was born. He did die. Oh, but early Sunday morning, have I got a witness? He got up with all power in his hand. Didn't he do it? I got to close right there, y'all. But the soul is happy. Showed himself to common men. Yes, he did. Showed himself to wise men. Didn't he do it? He showed himself to a religious man by the name of Simeon. Yes, he did. He showed himself in all of his glory, that man might understand that this is God's Son. And I'm glad about that this morning, that he brought a star. You don't have to wish upon a star. Y'all don't hear me this morning. Amen. You don't have to gaze in your Sagittarius or your Libra or your Pisces or your Virgo or your Gemini. You ain't got to look at all of that. You ain't got to search your biorhythm. Y'all don't hear me, huh? You ain't got to search bench spoons and skulls and bones. Amen. You ain't got to search, amen, Ouija boards and wishbones and all. You ain't got to look all out for some mystical magic or something to help you interpret the madness that's going on in this world. No, all you got to do is get serious about this book. Have I got a witness here? And if you get serious about the book will get serious about you. Do I have anybody in here? Book on the book. Anybody in here willing to say, I'm going to trust what the book says? Have I got a witness here? I've got to close that, y'all. But I tell y'all this morning, if you're seeking to be a star, you can stop where you are and recognize that we already have one. If you're looking to try to make a name for yourself, you can stop where you are and get in his name. Are y'all with me in here? If you're looking to go out to Hollywood and try to break in the bright lights, you don't have to do that. You can stop where you are and recognize that the Lord has already blessed us with the star among stars. Have I got a witness here? And I don't have to worry about if somebody know me, if somebody don't know my name. Heaven got to move. That here is a child of God. Have I got any witness here? Is anybody else in here glad to be a child of the King? Anybody else in here glad to be an undiscovered star? Anybody else in here? You may not have a star on Hollywood Boulevard, but you got a star on the holy rail in glory. I got any help in here? So what about your star? Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do with my star. I'm going to shine so the world will know that I am a child of God. I got any help in here? The darker the backdrop, the brighter the light. Have I got any help in here? As low as I get, the Lord keep right on lifting me up. Why is he lifting me up? So I can shine. Have I got a witness here? You didn't know it this morning, but you sitting next to a star. You may not understand it. You ought to ask them for their autograph. And before you leave church today, you sitting next to a star. What's that star name? I ain't never seen them on TV. I ain't never seen them on a major movie. I ain't never seen them, doing an interview. I ain't never seen them on Good Morning America. I ain't never seen them on Nightline. But guess what? That star righteousness. Name is written in the Lamb's Book of Life. I don't know about you this morning. That's worthy of celebration. I need your autograph. Honey, give it to me. You somebody. They said you wouldn't make it, but look at you now. They said you never amount to anything, but look at you now. They said you'd be just like your dad, just like your mom. Look at you now. When God get a hold of you, he'll get all your mama out you, get all your daddy out you. So when you can shine, have I got a witness here? Come on, where the stars at? You ought to be up there, telling God thank you for considering little old me to be a part of your Hollywood. Ain't the Lord all right? He will consider me to be one of his stars. What do you do, preacher? I don't have to do nothing. I just shine all day long. Shine all night long. Shine when it's raining. Shine when the sun is shining. Shine when all is well. And when all is not well, I just keep right on shining. The more you talk about me, the more I'm going to shine. Lord, they helping me in here. The more the Lord keep on blessing me. I can't help but shine a little bit more. Oh, I got a witness here. Y'all ain't the Lord all right. I had somebody. Don't mind giving God some praise. But you a star this morning. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Go past it. Look at you. Look what you got on. Look where you come from. Look where he brought you from. Ain't he all right? I know. He's all right. Do you know about Jesus?